Your friends that think you're crazy to have started your business or come to a seminar or spend money you don't have, they're the crazy ones.
You're going to be able to build that self-confidence. So even if you are starting at absolute rock bottom, no belief in yourself, you can do that, because right now you get to wipe the slate clean and build from scratch.
That you want to give the best quality service that you can give, because that is a statement about who you are.
It's unnatural to be the same person you are right now next year. For all of you in here, the 35-year-old you should be gone next year forever, and there should be a brand new, better 36-year-old. You 20-year-olds, there should be a better 21-year-old next year. You should constantly be replacing yourself, just like your bones do, just like your lungs do, just like your cells do. It's natural to be replacing ourselves, but we're around people who aren't, so we think it's natural not to. So the way that I changed my life first is I worked on my identity. Your identity is the thoughts, concepts, and beliefs that you hold to be most true about yourself. Stay with me. Here's how it works. This is how life works. I can teach you all of the mechanics of winning, but winning is about 75% psychology, about 25% mechanics. And if you can't get the psychology part right, you can do all the actions perfectly, and you've proven this to yourself several times, and still not produce the results you want.
I value actions. If I knew that I'd gotten myself into a bad situation, and rather than sit there and beat myself up over it, I would say, okay, you're in a bad situation, you got yourself here, nobody would blame you, and now, instead of beating myself up over the fact that I got myself into that situation, I am simply going to say, only action matters. And so now I'm just going to start taking action to make sure that I'm fixing that woe. And I find, because I so value action, and by the way, I value it because I know where it leads. It leads to my desired outcome. It leads to learning, worst case. So taking that action, driving myself forward, pushing myself, that is what I'm going to reward myself emotionally for.
Here's why. Your identity is like a thermostat setting for your entire life. There's a thermostat in this room. It's set the room to a temperature. Let's just say it's 75 degrees. Guess what sets the temperature for the entire room? The thermostat. That's how life works too. It's not the external things that enter our lives that dictate what our life is like. In this room, if we open the door and hot air blew in here, 90 degrees of air blew in, right? What would the thermostat do? It would regulate the room, turn the air conditioner on, and cool the room back to 75 degrees. Am I right or am I right? That's what happens in your life. You have a thermostat setting for your relationships, for your faith, for your money, for your wellness, for your body, for your spirituality, for your business. And what's happened to you over and over again is you start to get you're a 75 degree, or let's say in business, and you start to get it going, don't you? It's going better than it's ever gone before. The results are incredible. And then all of a sudden, 90 days later, you've cooled your life back down to 75 degrees again.
So immediately I get this sense of relief from anxiety, from stress, from worry, because first I'm acknowledging how important that is in my life because it yields rewards. And then second, you're really going to get engrossed in it, and you're going to just be lost in the details of actually trying to solve that problem by leveraging your action to get the desired outcome. Start telling yourself a story of empowerment about yourself. Earn that credibility with yourself. Do something that is worthy of self-worth. All of the, doing that stuff, you've got to put in the work, but then you've got to be crafting that story about you being the type of person that's willing to try those things, to do that, to craft the story, to think about earning self-worth by doing things that are worthy of it. All of that stuff, that becomes the story that you tell yourself. It's not about, I've done extraordinary things. Man, oh man, if I had waited till I'd actually done something cool to say that I was capable of doing something cool, I really would have been in trouble. So what I began to value myself for was identifying the right answer. So I don't need to be right. I just need to be willing to be humble, to approach every opportunity as an opportunity to learn, to always be willing to sit at somebody's feet and learn what they know, and to identify the right answer even when it didn't come from me. That was a huge shift and was all about the story that I was telling myself.
You've had great relationships in your life, but you're 75 degree or inside. The relationship's beautiful, it's wonderful, everything's incredible. 90 days later, you've cooled it back down to 75 degrees. In your body, you had a 75 degree identity physically, and you got in shape, you started eating good, you were working out, you're a 90, 95 degree body. 90 days later, you cooled it back down to 75 again. This regulates everything in our life. So you can't get out over your skis. You can't exceed your identity long term. It'll never happen. This is why people's lives yo-yo up and down, because they always work on the external mechanics and not the internal identity of their lives. And this governs your happiness, your peace, your fitness, your money, all of it. I'm standing up here because I'm great at adjusting my thermostat setting. I believe in something called blissful dissatisfaction. There's a misnomer in the world that, man, for a lot of competitive people, drivers are like, hey, if I enjoy myself right now, I'm going to lose all my drive. I'm just going to delay my happiness.
The other thing that's the key to self-motivation is recognize the fact that you're going to get into some slumps. Recognize the fact that you're going to encounter a great deal of failure in life. It goes with the territory. But in the face of that, you want to be relentless. When you want something, you don't expect everybody to say, oh, come on in. Oh, you want this? Oh, great. We want to give this to you. You're such a nice person. You're doing it for your family, aren't you? Great. No, life isn't like that. No, many doors will be closed in your face. Many loans that you will want. And they'll say, no, you don't have enough collateral. You don't have enough credit. And most people will give up. But you've got to decide that I'm going to be fearless.
I'm not the fastest. Like, I want to tell y'all a secret. Please don't share this away from here because I'm about to develop it and make it into like a shirt and stuff. Y'all see people be having the lions? You ever seen people like with the shirts with the lions and they tattoo a lion? You know the lion is 30%. Do you know that the hunting rate of a lion is 30%? So if a lion come after you, you got almost a 70% chance of getting away from a man. Go watch it on TV. You got a chance of getting away from a man. Go watch it. Like the lion, ride, jump on top. And then I'm out. Sometimes you'll see two lions on top and some kind of way they still get out. Y'all know who the real king of the jungle is? The African wild dog. They got an 83% chance. When they come get your butt, it's an 83% chance they're gonna kill you. A lion only got like 33. But the reason why the lion is considered the king of the jungle is because of his mane. Because of the way he look and he roars. The hyena don't look like that, but I bet you if you pay attention, you'll see a lion's mouth in the hyena.
I refuse to be denied, and I'm going to go all out. I'm going to be relentless. I don't care how many no's I encounter. I like something Isaiah Thomas said when he's getting ready for a basketball game. He said, I'm going to either shoot us in or shoot us out, but I'm not going to not do anything. And that's the way to go. You can't make a basket unless you shoot the ball. You can't hit a home run unless you take a swing at it. Most people won't even take a swing. Well, I probably won't make it anyhow. That's the conversation within. They probably won't give it to me anyhow. If you want something, you've got to be relentless. You've got to decide, I deserve this, and I'm going to have it. And you go all out to get it. That drives you. The next thing is that when you want something out of life, you've got to be willing to go into action.
You'll see a lion head in a hyena mouth. Why? Because the hyena knows that he got that look, but he ain't necessary to be the king of the jungle, y'all. Okay, so let me tell you why they're African wild dog. Number one, they can run like about 60, 70 miles per hour. That's not impressive. The cheetah can do that. But the cheetah can only do it for about a mile. Them boys can do it for about 5, 6 miles. Imagine somebody chasing you at 60 miles per hour for 5, you're gonna get tired. They run in packs, and watch this one. Y'all gotta write this one down. They communicate like no other animal. They communicate to one another. If y'all wanna be champions, you gotta communicate to each other. Number one, I need my seniors, my vets, those who know that this ain't no game, this is life. You gotta be a leader, y'all. You gotta hold these boys accountable, man. Real, man, you can't let these dudes come in when they wanna come in, eat whatever they wanna eat when they wanna eat, do whatever they wanna do when they wanna do it. Why? Because your success is